Hello and welcome to 5 days of my personal story, how sacred sexuality has transformed and saved my life. I am Courtney Long, Sacred Sexuality Coach, international speaker, and author. I'm so happy that you are here. Today is the start of a series of 5 days of me unveiling my personal story about sacred sexuality. And in today's video, we will talk about my magical discovery, sacred sexuality. I'll be sharing today what sacred sexuality is, how it's completely transformed my life, and all these different ways that sacred sexuality can really help you and transform your life, how it can help you experience the love and connection that you may have been secretly or not so secretly craving, how it can help you boost your health and your vitality and your energy, and so much more. I'm really excited to share this topic with you. If you've been with me for a long time, you know that I've been teaching about life purpose and intuition and the angels, and really emphasizing the importance of sharing your gifts in the world and shining brightly as your authentic self. And this topic, sacred sexuality, is such an important topic. It's actually essential to fulfilling your purpose in the world. Sacred sexuality is essential to your life purpose. It's essential to being your authentic self in the world. And there's just so much available. And I'm excited and honored to share this topic because so many people have shame and secrecy when it comes to sexuality. Sexuality has been a topic in our world that's been very taboo. It's been in the shadows. There's been a lot of abuse, a lot of manipulation and control around it. There's been a lot of difficulty around it, and like I said, shame and secrecy. And my intention with today's video and this video series is to shine light on the topic of sexuality and to help you understand what is sacred sexuality. How is our sexuality sacred and beautiful and such a natural part of who we are? I'm really happy that you are here, and I encourage you to share this video with people that you love and people that you feel like it will really help to empower. So as I said, I am Courtney Long, and I've had a really amazing transformation in my life over the last decade thanks to sacred sexuality. I've had such a transformation to the point that I've actually been guided to teach and to help you experience the really healing powers of sacred sexuality. So sacred sexuality has helped me overcome health issues. It's helped me overcome serious health issues, actually. It's helped boost my health and my vitality. Sacred sexuality has helped me to overcome body image issues. I used to deal with an eating disorder for many years, and sacred sexuality was one of the tools that I utilized to heal from the eating disorder and to get to feel confident and comfortable in my body. And that's one of our divine birthrights, is to feel confident and comfortable in our bodies. Sacred sexuality has helped me to overcome anxiety and depression, workaholism, burnout, and it's helped me create a lot of really wonderful things in my life. It's helped me manifest a really fulfilling, spiritually fulfilling romantic relationship with my partner. And that is so important to me. It's something I'd been craving for years and years. And it was thanks to sacred sexuality that I was able to call the right partner into my life, and that we have really an amazing, deep, meaningful, fulfilling relationship. And I am just grateful that I finally have the love and connection that I'd been craving for years. Sacred sexuality has helped me to create and to sustain my thriving business. I have a thriving business of helping others and sharing my gifts in the world, and I love my work. I couldn't possibly do anything else. I'm very grateful, and sacred sexuality has been a big part behind the scenes of fueling my creative projects and creating opportunities for my life purpose. It's helped me to boost, like I said, my health, my vitality. It's helped me manifest joy, abundance, fulfillment, and so many other things. So I'm really excited to share with you today a little bit about what sacred sexuality is. I'm going to share my surprising initiation into sacred sexuality, how I discovered it a decade ago, and what that experience was like. And I'm a little nervous to share that part because it's very near and dear to my heart. And just I want to take a moment too to acknowledge that my commitment to you in this video series is to be real, to be raw, to be vulnerable, to be open. I love teaching, and I feel like I can easily teach information, but when it comes to sharing about myself and letting you into the inner chambers of my heart, it's a little scarier, right? It's more vulnerable, but I'm being so strongly called to take a bold stand for sacred sexuality in our world and a bold stand to share my story with you. So thank you for being here. Thank you for hearing my story with an open heart. I'm very grateful. I'll be sharing my surprising initiation into sacred sexuality, just the story about that, and then I'll be sharing some more about how sacred sexuality can really transform your life, and like I said, what it is. So if you have any questions as we go along, feel free to post them in the comments. And also, if you can, stay tuned to the end of the video because I'll be sharing a free gift with you, my brand new ebook, which is called Light Your Sexual Fire to create the love and connection you're secretly craving. All right, here we go. What is sacred sexuality? What is sacred sexuality? Sacred sexuality is utilizing your natural sexual energy for a spiritual purpose. I'm going to backtrack a little bit and first talk about what is your sexual energy. You know, there's the act of having sex, but there's your sexual energy. Whether you're having sex or not, your sexual energy, it's your life force energy. It's your vitality. It's always flowing within you to a greater or lesser extent. You can have it turned on and flowing, or it can be dormant within your body, but you have sexual energy and it's flowing within you ideally at all times. It's your life force. It fuels your creativity. So sacred sexuality is applying your sexual energy to a greater purpose. The greater purpose could be making love to your partner and sharing love, sharing an incredibly meaningful experience. The greater purpose could be applying your sexual energy to manifesting things in your life, like manifesting abundance or manifesting opportunities to fulfill your purpose, manifesting a home. I remember years ago, I actually utilized sexual energy to call in my home. And I love my home. It's like the perfect home for me. I just am so grateful for it. And so you can utilize your sexual energy to do all kinds of really cool things. You can utilize it to create greater health and vitality. You can utilize it to connect with the angels, to connect with the divine, to receive intuitive guidance. It's really, really incredible. And so it's really important to know, first of all, that sex itself is natural and sacred. Sometimes it's used for control, manipulation, abuse, but sex itself is a very natural, normal thing. And then you can utilize that sexual energy for an even greater, more sacred purpose. So if you're doing sacred sexuality with a partner, and by the way, you don't have to have a partner to do sacred sexuality. It's something you can do by yourself as well, which I think is so cool. But if you're doing sacred sexuality with a partner, sacred sexuality allows you to connect with your partner on a deeper level, kind of like connect soul to soul. Rather than with ordinary sex, you might feel it physically, you might, have your mind involved, your emotions, your body, but sacred sexuality takes it to a higher level of connecting on a soul level with your partner and with yourself. If you're practicing sacred sexuality, you can connect more deeply with your partner, more deeply with your higher self, and more deeply with the divine. I say if you want to meet the divine, whether you call that God, source, spirit, universe, practice sacred sexuality. It's the best way to connect with the divine, because our sexual energy is the highest vibration energy that we can experience in physical form. And it's meant to be magical. It's meant to be really uplifting and nourishing. So sacred sexuality is incredible. Someone asked earlier, is this similar to Tantra? If you're familiar with Tantra, this incredible ancient system of beautiful teachings that do incorporate forms of sexuality, but Tantra is also very much about sensuality and touch and really getting grounded and anchored in our body and enjoying our senses. So it's not just about sexuality, but the form of sacred sexuality I'm talking about is similar to Tantra, but it's also different. And the form I'm talking about is called Mariposa Sacred Sexuality. And it's something that I have created over the years. It's a form of sacred sexuality that helps you to transform into your authentic self, to really experience freedom and transformation. Mariposa actually means butterfly in Spanish. If anybody knows Spanish, Mariposa means butterfly in Spanish, and butterflies represent freedom and transformation. So Mariposa Sacred Sexuality, I'll be sharing a lot more about it in the next coming videos, the next several days, but so I don't want to spend too much time today. But let me start to share a little bit about the story, how I discovered sacred sexuality and my surprising initiation into sacred sexuality. Around a decade ago, I found myself dating someone, and something really different happened when we made love. I'd had partners before, I'd had wonderful sex before, but this was different. Something magical was happening when our bodies connected and our souls connected. It was almost like we were being transported somewhere into the higher dimensions. It kind of felt like our souls were dancing together in the cosmos, completely in another world, while at the same time, we were feeling so much pleasure in our bodies, more pleasure than I'd ever experienced. And it was just this really incredibly nourishing experience. I felt total acceptance, total love. It almost felt like the power of the whole universe was just pulsating through my body. I felt at one with all that is. I felt like no sense of separation, just totally beautiful and in the space of pure love. It was incredible. It was unlike anything I'd ever experienced in my life. And it was so incredible. It, of course, made me stop in my tracks. We would have these 2 to 3 hour lovemaking sessions regularly. And I found all kinds of things were happening in my life. I was feeling really rejuvenated. I needed less sleep, actually, which was shocking to me because I love my sleep. I always need my sleep. And I felt really creative. I was working on a book at the time, and my writing just took off to a whole other level. I was receiving all these divine downloads and inspiration, and I felt more confident than I'd ever felt. I was feeling like really beautiful and confident and just connected to all that is. And it was all through this sacred sexual experience. And it's hard to put into words. It's almost like something you've just got to feel. And I'm curious if anyone's up for sharing, any brave souls. Have you ever experienced something like this where your lovemaking goes to somewhere else, to another dimension, almost like your souls are traveling somewhere, or it's such a intensely deep spiritual experience? So that was my first experience with sacred sexuality, and it changed my life right then and there. And then, as you can imagine, over the course of the next 10 years of my life, a lot unfolded, especially as I started to develop my own form of sacred sexuality. So I'll be sharing more over the next few days in this 5-day series about different aspects of how my life has changed through sacred sexuality, how my health has transformed, how it's helped my relationship, how it's helped my confidence in my body, and how it can do the same for you too. So I'll be sharing lots more about that, but that was my surprising initiation to sacred sexuality. And I just invite you, as I'm sharing about this, to notice how you feel, because a lot of people I'm talking to, something lights up inside of them when I talk about sacred sexuality. And some people are saying they feel like really warm and juicy when we're talking about it. It just excites them. And because of my experiences, I've been guided to create a whole 4-step system called the GLOW system for Mariposa Sacred Sexuality. So it's a whole system for how to do sacred sexuality. And I'll be sharing more and more about that in the next few days, so stay tuned. And I want to share a little more now about how sacred sexuality can really transform your life, and why should we care? You know, why does this matter? And for some people, they say, well, it's like, I have work to do. I don't have time for pleasure. I don't have time for 2 to 3 hour sex dates. And you don't have to have a 2 to 3 hour sexual experience in order to practice sacred sexuality. Plus, like I said, your sacred sexual energy, it's actually always flowing, and you have the opportunity to get it flowing more. So you have more vitality, more sense of your life force, energizing your life. And so your sexual energy is meant to fuel your life. It's not just about sex. This is about getting turned on for your life, getting passionately turned on for your life, for your career, your business, for your life purpose, getting passionately turned on for sharing more love in the world, for sharing your gifts in the world, getting passionately turned on for your partner, and going deeper into love. And something I found really interesting was, I always knew I wanted a really great partnership, that a romantic relationship was important to me. But I didn't realize that it wasn't just a person's love I was craving. I was craving the love of the divine, of God, source, spirit, universe. I was craving my own wholeness, my own sense of love within myself. And, you know, I know a lot of people talk about self-love, and I've always had this thought, well, that sounds great, but how do we actually embody our own love? And sacred sexuality is all about embodiment. It helps you embody who you are, embody your love, and then share that love in the world. Whether that's sharing that love with a romantic partner, you know, sharing your love with the people in your community, your family, your friends, sharing your love with the people you're meant to help through your life purpose. I just got chills. This is all about lighting up from within, getting on your orgasmic glow, to shine your light brighter than ever, to feel turned on within yourself, and then to share your love in the world through your gifts and your life purpose. Sacred sexuality, it is the next step in our spiritual evolution. It's the next step in our spiritual evolution. Like I said, sexual energy is the highest vibration energy you can experience in physical form. And it's an energy that we're meant to do things with. So I'm talking about possibilities of what can you do with sacred sexuality. You can manifest. You can manifest greater health. You can manifest opportunities. Like I said earlier, you can manifest a new home if that's something you're looking to manifest. You can manifest money with it. You can manifest anything that's for your highest good, because you're applying that super high frequency energy, the highest vibration energy we have in physical form. You're applying that energy to your intentions. And just imagine how incredibly powerful that is. It's incredible. You can utilize sacred sexuality to experience deeper connection and deeper love with your partner, if you have a partner, or with yourself, with life itself, with everything and everyone around you. And if you're single and you're looking for a partner, you can utilize sacred sexuality to call in the perfect partner for you. And that is something that I did. I'm going to share more over the next few days too about how I went from single, sick, sad, and stressed to happy, healthy, and vibrant, and really happy in a romantic relationship. And I hear a lot of people say, oh, you know, I'm having the hardest time finding the right partner, or I always seem to attract the same kind of person and it's not working out very well for me. And the key here is working with your sexual energy to raise your vibration and to embody who you truly are, to embody your vitality, your juiciness, your orgasmic glow, raising your vibration so that you can attract a partner that matches you vibrationally. If you're just like in a place of fear or lack or worry, or you're not feeling your own orgasmic glow or vitality, you're gonna be a vibrational match for a partner who might not be the kind of person you want to be with. Make sense? Like maybe someone who's at that different vibe. So get into this higher vibe with the help of your sexual energy. And I'm going to share more and more with you about how to do that through my 4-step glow system for Mariposa Sacred Sexuality. And I'm just going to give you a teeny tiny preview of that just so you know a little bit about it, but it involves getting grounded in the sacredness of your body, really awakening your sacred body temple, learning how sacred your body is and awakening that on a cellular level within you. It involves opening up your heart and activating the orgasmic power of your heart and healing, clearing old heart walls, heart wounds, all the hurts that you've been through that may have created walls around your heart, invisible walls, but they're still very powerful walls that keep out love or keep love from flowing. So we heal these heart walls, we open up the flow of your orgasmic energy through your heart. And then it also involves getting your orgasmic energy flowing in your sacred womb, in your sacred pussy or sacred cock, your sacred genitals, really getting your sexual energy flowing and then applying your sexual energy to a spiritual purpose, whether it's manifestation, enjoyment of a sexual experience, just basking in the energy, improving your health, and so on. So that's a super brief overview. I'll be sharing the link really soon for the ebook. And if you download my ebook, it gives you a really great overview of the GLOW system, and that will help a ton. So you can see more about what I'm talking about. So other things you can do with sacred sexuality, let me review. So you can have deeper connection with a partner, with yourself, with the divine. You can call in the right partner for you. You can improve your health. You can call in opportunities to fulfill your life purpose. And you can also get your body happy, hot, and sizzling. Have more body confidence and self-love and just feel really good about your body and feel not just greater health, but again, feel your vitality flowing through your body. And also through sacred sexuality, you can have earth-shattering, mind-blowing sex that catapults you into new levels of love, connection, and ecstasy. And it's really incredible, hard to put into words. And like we talked about, the sacred sexuality can also help you feel turned on for your life, for your partner, for your business, for your career, for your life purpose. So I'm curious how this feels as we're talking about it. Is anything lighting up within you? Anything coming alive within you? You're meant to experience a lot of pleasure in this world. You have gifts to share, and so you're meant to help others. But you're meant to experience a lot of pleasure and joy and fulfillment as you do that. You are the divine here in physical form. So it's not that you're in physical form and then there's the divine that you talk to sometimes. You are the divine. You are a physical manifestation of the divine. And you are meant to experience the most amazing orgasmic bliss and joy and ecstasy and incredible experiences that our mind can hardly even comprehend, because these experiences are in our energy field. They're in the body. They're in the cosmos. It's about embodying your higher self in your humanity, in your physical body, and just being the incredibly bright light that you are meant to be, being your authentic self, being in your power, and lighting your sexual fire. And I have a special gift to share with you, my brand new ebook. It's called Light Your Sexual Fire, to create the love and connection you're secretly craving. And you can download it at lightYourSexualFire.com. lightyoursexualfire.com/ebook. lightyoursexualfire.com/ebook. So I hope you enjoy that. You can join the Facebook group, Mariposa Sacred Sexuality. And then just a little preview of what we're going to talk about tomorrow. So today I just wanted to give you an overview of like what's possible with sacred sexuality and share how I surprisingly discovered it. Tomorrow, though, we're going to get into from shadow into the light, the next phase of my story, and how basically when that partner and I broke up, I was devastated. I was so devastated because I felt like I just discovered the most amazing thing in the world, sacred sexuality, and I felt like it had been ripped away from me. And I was angry. I was devastated. I went into a dark period of my life, into the shadows. And I'm going to share tomorrow more about that and how I was unconsciously hiding my authentic self and what the angels had to say about that. I hope you have enjoyed this discussion, this juicy discussion. I hope it adds a lot of joy to your day. And I'm just so excited to be on this journey with you. And I have so much more to share. And I'm just so happy and honored to be on this journey with you. So enjoy your day. Light your sexual fire throughout the day. And I'll share lots more. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Okay. Have a great day.